Wake up.
It's time to wake up. The world that kids are growing up in today is not the world that we grew up in. When you were growing up, you probably never heard words like abortion, sex ed, homosexuality, transgender, gay religion, biogun control, school shootings, post-work control, ecofeminism, anarchy, socialism, historical revision.
If you don't realize that we're in a culture war, as someone has said, you know, it's like we want to welcome you back from your trip to the moon. Where does it stop? You know, the world is filled with the ideas that there is no right and wrong anymore. We're doing battle with things that are trying to erode our foundations. Young people especially are given a blank slate and told that they can design or they can write the script for their life and live any way they want to live.
Today, our culture is defined by the worldview of relativism, the idea that no one can say what's true for everyone.
We understand that the scripture teaches us that there is right and wrong. We glorify God best when we are pleasing to Him.
If our culture is going to be renewed, it has to start with the church. And if the church is going to be renewed, then at least one component of that needs to be an embrace, an adoption of a biblical worldview.
Our target audience is young people that really are leaving high school and going off into college or other professions. We want to teach them the reliability of the New Testament, reliability of the Scripture, that it is a sure foundation, something that you can build your life upon.
What motivates me, and what I know motivates Ray as well, is the thought of what would happen if young people in the church woke up and embraced the call to become Christian culture warriors, to take the message to the streets, understanding what they believe and knowing how to communicate it to people in the world.
The title says it all. This is an awakening for young people to realize that they're in a culture war. In order to win a war, you have to first understand that you're in a war. And then secondly, you have to understand who your enemy is, and then what weapons you have to beat that enemy. And Wake Up basically does that. It is a wake-up call to our young people and to the church in general to be able to see that we are in this war and be able to understand who our enemy is and how we're going to fight that war, how we're going to win that war. So that's why you ought to bring young people.
Soar on wings like the eagle. When you walk, do not be faint. Put your home